Hey guys, Frankomatic assists here again with more Uninvited. Let's go. Let's go kill our brother or whatever we're doing. Save, I mean save. Save our little brother.
This room lacks warmth or beauty. It is purely functional with no concern for the trivialities of interior design. This looks like a room designed for fun and games. It seems out of place on this gloomy estate. At this point, you begin to worry about your little brother. You were supposed to take care of him, but you have not seen him for hours. You pray that no harm has come to him.
Let's turn on some tunes, shall we?
As the old Victrola spews out its sounds, a problem occurs within, causing the record to start skipping, and soon the old mainspring snaps with a loud pop. Anyway, that Rudy Vallee sure had a snazzy, no, schnazzy sound.
I did that solely so you'd have to say schnazzy.
Jerk.
Let's open this thing up, shall we? Too late, I'm already doing it.
The cabinet won't open. It is locked.
Oh, you're gonna play that game, huh? Well, I have the open everything key. Bow to my will.
The cabinet is now unlocked. The cabinet is now open.
Got a creepy doll in here. It has a head.
What do you wish to say to the doll? Specken Hefford Abraxas. Abrax. Sis.
I don't know, I just say Latin.
Talk to my pious brother. He can help you find yours. A word from him can open doors in high places. What was that accent? I have no idea. I apologize. The cabinet is now closed.
We don't need to bring that with us. Didn't even need to talk to it, really. But it's a hint.
The door is now open.
Oh. Pardon me.
You're pardoned, I suppose. The walls of this room are lined with the heads of dead animals.
So I didn't go there, but off to the other side of the banquet hall is a study.
Mm-hmm.
In the study, it's mentioned that it's very cold.
Mm-hmm.
There's a door we can't open.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a desk with cards in it.
Okay.
If you look at the cards, they tell you elements and numbers,
Mm-hmm.
which relates to that gold, silver, and mercury clue we got earlier.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Normally you'd want to go there and write those down, but I already have them, so just save us some moves.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll pass through the room later anyway, so you can see what I'm talking about. Anyways, there's a big old cage in here. Let's grab that.
But is there an animal in the cage?
Let's find out, shall we?
The cage is now open.
Neat little trick we can do. Just kind of throw this in here for now. Somehow.
Cage that acts.
And that frees up a little bit of space in our inventory, because the axe takes up a lot of room.
The cage is now closed.
Guess I could have accomplished the same thing by just throwing the axe on the floor, but
The door is now open.
You never know when you might need an axe.
How am I doing on narration?
I think you're doing okay.
Hooray! This large expanse of backyard reminds you of The Wizard of Oz. Does it?
Alright, so
I
we
don't think so.
got a observatory looking thing over here, we got a greenhouse, and we got a
Chapel.
chapel. Let's go to the greenhouse.
I want some tomatoes. Gonna go to the tomato place. You stand before the entrance to a greenhouse. The glass is covered with what appears to be dust and condensation on the inside. The door is now open.
And inside we find
This steel and glass structure must have once housed a multitude of life forms. Now potted corpses inhabit shallow clay graves. It seems living organisms don't do too well on this estate. Whoever lived here must have had a gold touch, but no green thumb.
So yeah, there's a bunch of plants that are dead. We have a watering can that has enough water for exactly one pot. And we have one pot that notably does not have a dead plant in it. I'm gonna just slide this down here to make sure I don't miss it. And this is the pot we want to water.
Water streams from the can into the hardened, cracked soil. The dry dirt quickly sucks up the liquid nourishment. This potted plant was obviously in desperate need of a drink.
Now we could stand here and waste some time and look at stuff and see what happens with this plant. Or we could go take care of some business and come back later. Which is what we're gonna do.
So as not to waste the turns entirely.
Yeah.
You stand before the entrance to a greenhouse. The glass is covered with what appears to be dust and condensation on the inside. This large expanse of backyard reminds you of the Wizard of Oz.
So we could go over to this thing, which is the Mysterium, but we don't have what we need to unlock it yet, so we can't actually go in there.
Why not the skeleton key?
Because we need the gem, as was mentioned in one of the books we read.
Oh.
So we're gonna go to the chapel.
Ah.
Look, puppies.
You stand before a large jewel-studded entrance. The wind attacks your exposed flesh. Ears, fingers, and nose are the premier casualties. As you approach the chapel entrance, you are confronted by two menacing dogs. The vicious canines block your path, teeth bared and snarling. As the dogs look you over, they begin salivating profusely. It seems an appropriate response to your arrival.
So yeah, we got some puppies here.
Got any steak for the pups? Feed them pups.
No, I'm gonna just punch this dog right in the face.
The dogs don't think you should play with them. They're not in the mood for love. One sinks its fangs into your forearm as the other goes straight for your throat. The three of you roll around, biting, kicking, and scratching until the dogs manage to sever your jugular vein. The life force quickly abandons your being, and you are reduced to dog food. See, they were hungry.
Yeah, so that was not the correct way to deal with the dogs, naturally.
Axe 'em.
Obviously.
Axe 'em.
No, the axe results in the exact same thing somehow.
Oh.
We need to talk to the puppies.
Hey, pups.
We need to say hello, except we need to say weird words at them instead.
Instantum illuminaris abraxas.
Barely fits in there.
Poof. With the utterance of these magic words comes a blinding bolt of lightning and blast of thunder. At this, the dogs recoil. They put their tails between their legs and scamper across the grounds of the estate. You now have access to the chapel door. From now on, you might want to watch where you step.
So yeah, had to just scare them off. They're fine. We did not harm them.
I don't care.
That's pretty rude of you.
I was all for axing them, since we didn't have any steak to feed them with. The door is now open, by the way. Ba-da-ba.
And here we are in a creepy chapel.
You stand in solemn awe of this abandoned house of worship. In the silence, you can hear the prayers of righteous predecessors. Righteous, ugh. You feel the presence of many long-dead worshippers. You feel yourself a stranger, yet you feel protected.
So we got this, it's a little hard to tell what this is, but this is a candelabra with a bunch of candles on it. Seems a little, sad to have that and not have it be lit, right?
It kind of looks like the Pope's hat, to be honest.
Yeah, it's really not well drawn in this version at all.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, let's light this thing up. There we go.
The tip on the short stick bursts into flame. As you light the candles, the flames grow one by one.
So I know this is going to sound a little crazy,
The matchbox is now closed.
because this thing's kind of on the big side, right?
Did I forget to mention the matchbox was opened earlier? Oh well.
Gonna just, shove this in my pocket.
Whoop!
There we go.
That's fine. Just carrying that around.
Whoop.
Hi. Again, the evil that dwells within the estate vies for control of your spirit. Its influence grows more and more powerful. Soon you will not have the strength of mind to fight it off. You can feel that the spirits collected here are anxiously anticipating your induction.
So that doll told us to talk to our pious brother. We got a bust here.
The match you lit before has gone out.
Don't know how we know that, considering we closed the matchbox.
Without lighting the other matches somehow. Magic. Well, I mean, but if you close the matchbox, then it wouldn't have any oxygen with which to burn. What do you wish to say to the statue head? Specon Hairfold Abraxas. Hairfold? Hairfold. Kana? The marble bust speaks. It moans these words. Master, please open thy door for this poor family man, but do not let him travel in darkness. The door is now open.
Do not let him travel in darkness is the obtuse clue that you really do not want to walk out that door without this lit candelabra on you. Also, we want this. Give me this.
As you move the cross, you see the altar move to the side. It was load-bearing.
I don't think that's what load-bearing means.
Oh.
Since it moved sideways and not collapsed.
Look.
Anyways, let's go into the cool secret tunnel under the altar.
We're in a weird, creepy magic mansion. It could have been load-bearing. Look, you really don't want to go down there. There's a spider down there, and that's bigger than a bread box.
I don't care.
Really, that spider is bad news. Don't try to go down there. This is a warning. Don't try to go down there again. That spider that's down there would rip you to shreds. Don't try to go there. Down there, rather. The spider. The spider. The spider.
If you're insistent enough.
The spider. This dark, gaping hole reminds you of something from a Freudian nightmare. Well, now you know. There really is a spider to beware of. This cave is inhabited by a giant arachnid. Its 8 large hairy legs stick into the mud. In a moment, the huge creature attacks you from above. It crushes your tiny body in its large, powerful jaws.
And now we're dead.
Dun 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 dun.
Anyways, the text for when you first go down there in the NES version is just it's a little more mean-spirited. Like, well, what do you know? A giant spider. And then it goes into the crushes you to death. So we step outside the door instead of the hole.
Church grounds. You are standing on a path that leads up to a large stone structure. Beyond the structure, you see a forest that looks as if it has been ravaged by decay. As you leave the chapel, a strange ghost flies over you. It does not attack you. The glow of the candles dims the presence of the ghost. It is offended by the flames and flies off to its supernatural home. Ghosts don't like candles.
And this thing would, in fact, just straight up murder you.
Oh, it's so traditional looking. Look at that.
It murders you by peeling the skin off of your skull.
Gross.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
This wants a face, and you denied it.
Anyways, I'm gonna just kind of casually throw this on the ground. There we go.
Just in case it comes back. Follow the yellow brick road. Brick road.
So, we're going into a maze.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. One room leads to another, almost identical to it.
These descriptions are all basically going to be the same for the time we're in here, so if you want to
Great.
take a break, feel free. There is no map of this place. You just have to kind of figure it out and map it out yourself.
Cool.
The only real positive is that you always are facing north. Your facing never changes at any point,
That's good.
which makes mapping it easy.
Don't look back! Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy.
So we're looking for something specific.
Don't look back! You might be losing ground to the thing gaining on you. Cold monotony of the corridors makes you nervous and uneasy. Don't look back. Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy. Is there a ceiling?
Yes.
That's weird.
I think that's supposed to be clouds, but it really does look like a ceiling, doesn't it?
Yeah. You are uneasy about continuing through this eerie labyrinth. The farther you go, it seems, the farther you have to go. It's kind of weird that somebody made a labyrinth out of, like, stone.
It's a tombstone, but who cares about that?
Like, not even stone, like bricks. One room leads to another, almost identical to it.
Minus the tombstone.
What's up with the bricks? Don't look back. Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy. Don't look back. Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy. Don't look back. Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy.
I don't know if it's nice or annoying that every move is basically a double move.
Don't look back. Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy. Don't
Oh my
look
God,
back.
please.
Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy. is the cold monotony of these corridors making you nervous and uneasy?
Please, you've got like 3 descriptions for these rooms. Pick another one. Holy
Don't look
crap.
back. Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy. Don't
Come
look
on!
back. Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy.
We've seen other descriptions. Please. No!
Don't look back. Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy.
Oh my God.
Don't look back. Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy.
Hey look, something different.
One room leads to another, almost identical to it. Either this guy was buried prematurely, or he was resurrected late. What little flesh he has left hangs loosely from his exposed bones. He exudes the stench of decay that permeates the entire estate. Gross.
I ain't gonna take no guff from no zombie.
Why so hostile? The zombie grabs your arm with its bony hands. Quickly it takes a voracious bite out of you. The blood drains rapidly from your body, providing a nice salty beverage for your bony friend. The miserable dead now welcome your company.
So yeah, that didn't work out so great, did it?
Don't look back. Something might be gaining on you.
My game crashed. That ain't great.
The cold monotony of these corridors.
I'm gonna have to pause this for a second to think. Alright, after playing through this whole thing twice now, let's try this again. This stupid amulet. On the zombie.
You show your golden talisman to the walking abomination, and it runs away. That was not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna hope that in my annoyance of having to play through this entire thing 3 times now, I actually have all the items I'm supposed to have.
You're uneasy about continuing through this eerie labyrinth. The farther you go, it seems, the farther you have to go. Did you water the plant?
Yes.
Okay. Don't look back. Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy.
We're not even to the worst part of this whole thing yet.
Don't look back. Something might be gaining on you. The cold monotony of these corridors makes you nervous and uneasy.
Alright, there's a grave.
One room leads to another, almost identical to it.
So these flowers we picked up forever ago.
Yeah, from the dining room.
Can I just plop them right there.
As you place the flowers down to show your respect for the dear departed, the tombstone gratingly slides aside, revealing a man-sized tunnel. Tomb sign.
The tomb sign.
I mean, you can make an argument that a tombstone is basically a sign.
Yeah. We want to go through that hidden tunnel.
Into the tunnel, man-sized tunnel, not child-sized tunnel. You are overwhelmed by a sense of disorientation as you wind from room to room.
So here's something interesting. Got some cages and we got a keyhole in the wall.
I think you should be very impressed with me for not messing up WIND.
Let's open up these cages, shall we?
Shall we? ABCD. This one key unlocks the 3 cages simultaneously. The iron-barred doors spring open. 3 animals jump out of the cages. They are bewildered by their freedom and new surroundings. They also look hungry.
So we have a move to do one thing. And we need to catch one of these animals.
Catch a snake.
That will get you killed. We need the bird.
That doesn't make sense.
Whoop.
Before the dazed bird can spread its wings, you grab and quickly trap it in the portable cage. The bird is unharmed, but the uncaged animals then furiously attack each other. The cat snarls, but the snake counters with a quick, venomous strike. The poison goes from the snake's fangs to the cat's bloodstream and easily disables and kills the formerly ferocious feline. Rip cat.
The cat is dead. And now, let's just let that very fat snake be.
If you stick around, does the snake come after you?
Nah.
If you try to trap it, does it bite you? The snake silently slithered away when you weren't watching. One room leads to another, almost identical to it.
Look at this boy.
Before your eyes is the biggest, strangest creature you've ever seen. It bounces up and down as if trying to tell you something. However, you can't figure out what it's trying to say. You don't even know if it is friendly.
You may notice that there is a gem there, though. We want that.
That's a gem? I thought it was like the tail end of a balloon. I thought he was a balloon thing. Boom. In the faraway distance, you hear the malicious barking of an unfriendly dog.
So how do we get rid of this guy?
The bird likes your axe. The bird was happy that you released it.
There it goes. Very slowly.
Tweet. 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 The strange creature was utterly fascinated by the bird. It gave chase to eat it. Bye.
Its planet needs it, see ya. Alright. With that thing gone, we can now take this gem. Go boop. Can grab our axe. Close our cage. And we can get rid of this thing.
The cage is now closed.
So in the NES version, there was a spell you could use to teleport out of this maze, specifically. We don't have that here, so guess what we get to do? If you guys walk the entire way back out, you're right.
Don't look behind you. Oh, a sense of paranoid claustrophobia creeps into your consciousness. You feel confined and watched as you wander the spooky stone labyrinth.
Hope you made a map or remember the steps you took. I'm going to cheat a little bit and use the hyperspeed option.
Don't look back. Corridors. Nervous.
Alright.
Eerie labyrinth. monotony.
There we go this way. This way. Three. 4. Whoop. This will be the second one of these messages, if I recall, because I took a slightly faster, more streamlined route of not looking at stuff.
Blah blah blah. So you won't have the strength of your mind to fight off. Blah blah blah. Anticipating your induction.
Okay, left. Left.
You now feel trapped, imprisoned in this stony maze, like some mythic minotaur.
Down.
Minotaur.
Down. Right. Right.
Right.
Down. Oh, the dog again. Down. Right. Right. And now we should just need to walk on downwards.
You are standing on a path that leads up to a large stone structure. Beyond the structure, you see a forest that looks as if it has been ravaged by decay. You stand in solemn awe of this abandoned house of worship and the blah blah blah, righteous predecessors, blah blah blah, long dead worshippers, blah blah blah, protected.
Okay, we're almost to something new.
Stand before a large jewel-studded entrance. The wind attacks your exposed flesh. Exposed flesh. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. You are cold in the extremities. Do 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 do.
Alright, back to the greenhouse.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
Boom.
There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
That's what a dog barking sounds like instantly, an explosion. And hey, look, our plant grew.
One day I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far. Behind me, the limber branches of this rapidly growing plant bend under the weight of the heavy fruit it now bears. I don't see any fruit, but okay. Is it tomatoes?
I'm gonna tell you what it will do. Kill you if you eat it.
So, nightshade, maybe?
It's basically a tomato, right?
I mean, it's in the same family.
And now, after all that,
We can go
we can
over
go over
there.
here.
Where trouble smelled like lemon drops away above the chimney tops, that's where you'll find me. You stand at the entrance of a large domed building.
So at the top of the door, you'll notice a shape not unlike our gem.
Magisterium.
Just kind of shove this in here.
The door is now open. That was exciting.
And inside we find... Ta-da!
The west wind? This elongated room contains 3 doorways. A strange, hideous creature stares at you.
He will actually not harm us.
He's actually kind of cute. I don't know what they're saying about hideous here.
And if we give him our fruit...
Here, have some death fruit. You offer the potted plant to this ugly creature. At this, the strange creature's hungry eyes light up. It voraciously attacks the plant, seizing one of its fruits. In one swallow, it downs the entire juicy seed bearer. As it swallows the fruit, the hideous creature disappears. The cold, silent corridor now echoes its emptiness. So we got to feed something anyway.
Yep. Eventually it will go away. See you, buddy. So this door is forever locked. Cannot go in it.
Okay.
It's related to an Easter egg that you cannot do in this version of the game. Or in the NES version of the game, for that matter.
Lame.
This room we can go into.
The door is now open. Maybe. Yeah.
And it's kind of a neat room.
It's an observatory. This room is dominated by a huge telescope and the extensive gears and machinery required to operate it. You do not see an owner's manual.
And as that kind of implies, there's literally nothing we can actually do in here.
Lame.
It is neat, though. So instead we want to go through the star door.
This elongated room contains 3 doorways. The door is now open.
In this room,
This looks like Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory. I don't know what I was doing. You wonder what experiments were performed in here and by whom. You do not feel very comfortable in here.
so in this room, we've got trapdoor on the floor. Don't go there yet. We got some chemicals we can eat to die.
Cool.
And we got a safe. This safe is opened by that gold, silver, mercury clue, which we did not officially go look at.
Can we light the cauldron? What is the combination?
It is 79, 47, 80. Jajan.
The safe is now open.
It's got this thing in it.
It's a water bottle. We got some water. Happy, 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 happy water.
Alright, let's see what this thing that we just stole is for real.
The safe is now closed.
It is?
It's a nice big cookie jar. Shaking it, it sounds as if it contains one solid object.
Lightning going on.
Lightning inundates the laboratory, instantly followed by deafening thunder.
Well, I want a cookie. Let's get a cookie.
This cookie jar is sealed so tightly that you cannot open it.
This is what we got the axe for.
Who
Believe
took
it or
the
not,
cookie
this
from the
is what we
cookie
got the
jar?
axe for.
Frank took the cookie from the cookie jar.
In a sense, I did.
You bring the axe down upon the jar. The jar crumbles, but the contents remain intact. That's just how the cookie jar crumbles. Ha ha!
Now, before I do something stupid and kill myself with this axe that we no longer need, I'm going to just kind of throw it on the floor. Now we need to go back to the main mansion for a sec. Shut up, phone. Nobody asked you.
This elongated room contains 3 doorways.
We need one more puzzle piece to be able to finish this game.
Cookie, 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 cookie.
And we couldn't get it until we got this stupid cookie.
You stand at the entrance of a large domed building. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road.
The dog again.
Bow wow! How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's not dead on the wall.
Alright, so we're gonna go back to the rec room real quick. You know what we're gonna do there?
I don't know, but I'm kinda out of songs, I think. Does it play chess?
No.
Oh.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this cookie and we're gonna just throw it on the floor. And now we're gonna waste a little bit of time. Let's look at some stuff.
The face on this canvas is extremely ugly.
It's pretty rude.
Despite the flat art school dropout technique displayed on the canvas, you are deeply affected by the cold stare from the frightening eyes of the subject. The face of this table bears a chessboard. You wonder if there are any chess pieces lying around.
Eventually, something will happen.
The chess table cannot be opened.
Come on.
The face of this table bears a chessboard. You wonder if there are any chess pieces lying around.
Oh, is it happening? Yeah. Our little buddy with the key. Doot, 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 doot.
I forgot about that guy. Hey. The grinning demon finally stops running. He grabs the waiting cookie, nibbles on it, and quickly runs from the room. In his wake, he leaves the key which he had carried with him. You now have the key, but his disappearance leaves you feeling slightly lonely. I guess reeling with loneliness.
Alright. And with this key,
Yep.
we can now go to the end game.
Alright. Do we have all the things
Yes,
that we need?
we have everything that we need.
Do we need that other fruit?
No,
Oh,
but that plant's coming with us.
okay.
We gave birth to this plant.
Give birth. Nobody's gonna get that joke.
Yeah. We gave birth to this plant, and now it is coming with us forever. But anyways, now we need to go back to that trapdoor. The trapdoor is a one-way trip, and if you do not have the star and this key, you are screwed.
Dun, 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 dun. Magisterium.
You do also need this, but
Oh
a
my
little
gosh.
later.
3 doors down.
Boo.
Yeah, it was bad. They weren't even down. Joke failure. Sad.
Okay, open this door on the floor.
That door is down. There's only one, though. The trapdoor is now open.
Jump down the trapdoor.
You don't feel comfortable in here. So you jump down a trapdoor like a fool.
Yep.
You slide thigh deep into this bubbling tar pit. Gross. You nearly choke on the noxious odor of flesh and decay. Your stomach turns as you slide deeper into the tar.
Alright,
Well, that seems unfortunate.
now if you go this way, you meet your friend, the giant spider.
Okay.
So we want to go this way.
We're sinking into tar, but we can still move, huh? The acrid mist, an acrid mist rises from the frozen sludge of the cave mouth. The misty tendrils form themselves into a robed human figure. He has an almost benevolent appearance. He says, "You've come. I've been waiting for you. For you!" The mists reform and he disappears.
Alright, so some stuff's gonna happen kinda quickly here.
You stand in a section of cave that is mysteriously frozen.
And if you remember, the star not only reacts weird to fire, but also to ice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this thing, and we're gonna just kinda jam it into the ice here.
You place the brass pentagon in a nook in the ice. Instantly the star glows red and a strange creature appears. It is shaped like a pyramid covered with flames. It approaches the ice mass and engulfs it. Steam bursts from the block as it rapidly melts. The melting ice mass creates a flow of water that rushes into the next cave. The current sweeps a human figure from within the ice into the next cave. Look at that cute little poop guy. Hey there, angry fire poop. Hey there, corpse guy. See ya. The robed man reappears and speaks directly to you. You must hurry, my son. I've been waiting a very long time. So has he. We both lack patience. Hurry and get rid of him as far away as possible.
Alright, so we need to deal with that body that just floated away. That would be our buddy Draken, the evil one. And we don't want him hanging around. He's bad news. As everything that we've read up to this point has implied. So let's follow him. And here he is. Still out for the moment.
This cave contains a strange stone altar. There is a deep pit in its center.
And we're gonna very quickly just kind of throw him in the hole. Get out of here.
You push the robed man into this dark, bottomless pit. His moan echoes for quite some time, gradually fading.
Alright, he's gone. That's that.
Throwing the cross after him. He's a vampire.
We could jump in the pit after him and die if we really wanted to.
Cool. A dark, dirt-walled stairway leads up towards the doorway. Stone and dirt are tightly packed together to form the solid, damp walls. You wonder how long this cavern has existed. You can't even venture a guess. How old is the house?
So, if we did not have this key, we would now be stuck because this door is locked.
Nothing much happened.
Because I missed the key slightly.
The door is now unlocked. Not gonna comment on it being open. Brrr! There's no central heating in this old Gothic mansion. The curved outer wall of this room is exposed to the elements in 3 directions. It is colder in here than it is outside, and there is no fireplace. It must be awful during the winter. As you enter the study, the door slams closed behind you. Who cares if there's 3 open walls? You can hear the high-pitched moans of a young boy and something else. You recognize the pained voice as that of your little brother. It is the first sign of him you have encountered. The sounds seem to emanate from upstairs. The screams cut off suddenly. The silence is deafening.
This is the study I mentioned in the first part of this, and this is the desk that has the cards so you get the combination for the safe. But let's not look at that, our brother's in trouble. We need to get upstairs. Fast-ish.
The set of double doors is now open. This is an impressive sight. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear demon thing who got a cookie. This is a boring hallway. And a fish.
Scream.
Your brother's screams get louder as you enter the upstairs hallway. You must be getting closer to him. The old wooden floorboards creak under your weight. Your creaking footsteps echo through the emptiness of the huge house. The door is now open.
You did a good job keeping up with that.
Thanks. This room has a strange energy about it. There is a powerful presence in here. You do not feel alone, just insignificant.
The bed hitbox is weird.
This is half of a set of twin beds. The polka dot bedspread almost matches the room's decor. The door is now open.
Polka dot my butt. That's a solid color.
Polka dots, checks, and stripes all together. Polka dots, checks, and stripes. Yikes! This bathroom is cold and dark. There is no toilet. Whoever lived here really did have a mysterious way of doing things. As you enter the bathroom, the door slams shut behind you. Your brother's screams are deafeningly loud in here. It almost seems as if he is on top of you. It's as if someone or something wants you to be here.
If we try to open the door, we find out we can't. We're stuck in here. There's also this thing.
There's some fish. This light fixture seems to have been shaped to be gripped. There is no light switch.
But
Who's feeding these fish?
we can't reach it.
You can't reach the light. Fish. The bathroom doesn't do anything to the cold water knob. Gurgle, gurgle! After a moment, clean, cold water splashes from the faucet.
That's why it's brown.
Yeah, clean. The drain in the tub does not seem to be functioning. This bathroom is cold and dark. There's no toilet. Whoever lived here really did have a mysterious way of doing things.
Look at that nice clean water.
The drain does not work. The water in the bathtub now begins to overflow.
So anyway, I was gonna just kinda...
You can't reach the light. Your feet now start getting wet. You were really in no hurry to take a bath, but there are some things beyond your control. You can't reach the light.
We're gonna keep doing this for a while, so don't feel like you need to keep saying it.
But you can't reach the light.
And we're gonna keep doing it this way because there's a very small amount of error between being able to do what you need to do here and death.
What's that thing on the shelf?
Who cares? It's gonna be underwater in a second.
Free the fish. You can't reach the light. Still can't reach the light. You still can't reach the light. Maybe you can reach the fish, but you can't reach the light. The light is now open. Go into the light!
I'm doing it.
Hey, it's Ted. This small, claustrophobic chamber is stuffy and cold. The air in here is so thick that you can barely catch your breath.
So there is an exit back down into that room full of water, but for some reason, if we go back in there, we will just instantly drown.
Oh.
Also, let's look at TD here.
There is a very strange look in your brother's eyes. They are not his own. A low baritone voice oozes from his mouth. He curses and threatens you, but there is pain and fear in his face.
I know how to solve this.
At this point, your brother's expression grows blank and a misty specter grows out of his body. A demonic visitor appears and begins wailing these foreboding words. This little one is too weak for me. I need new blood and a stronger body. I need you. I will have you. You will join us. No! The hideous creature now hovers, threateningly in front of you.
Look,
Hey,
it's Satan.
he looks like a merman
You're up.
with a platypus tail. Your brother, now freed from the evil demon that was dwelling within, runs out through the window. What? Scared out of his wits, and very glad to have them back again.
So we got to deal with discount Satan here, and that's what this cross is for. Demons don't like symbology, after all. Hey, check this thing out.
You display this simple religious symbol, and the aggressive demon recoils in terror. The horrifying sight of this small wooden cross causes the demon's power to ebb. In an instant, the menacing apparition fades into nothingness, leaving no tangible evidence of his having been there. He had bones.
Not anymore.
That's why I said had, not has.
And now let's just jump out the window after our brother, I guess.
Glad that the water stopped rising for no reason.
Yeah, that's handy, right?
You climb through the window out onto the balcony. You are surprised that the air is so mild. In fact, a warm, pleasant breeze wafts past. A bright, warm sun begins to shine through the clouds. You and your brother bask in the warm, golden glow of a summer sun. Your brother is now himself again. You are aware of a sense of peace and triumph. You have done very well, indeed.
Yeah, the no ghost and the spider cider are only slightly ruining the view. Little brother's got a weird-shaped head.
And he's holding it kind of sideways. It's more like his face is bizarre.
Thumbs up.
Cool. Put on some shoes, you vagrant.
They were lost in the fire.
Please enter your name and press return when done. Congratulations! You have defeated the evil entities and have proven yourself a master of the House of Abroxus, the Sea Venture Team. CV. Friend demon. I see.
So yeah, that was Uninvited, the not NES version. The C64 version, the worst version.
Hopefully it was more entertaining for everyone else than it was for us.
Me specifically.
You specifically.
But anyways, that's that. I might come back and look at the NES version of Shadowgate or something at some point. Who knows? But for now...
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, old witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, you sleepy head. Rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead.
Farewell.